first tranche of the loan was 100 million. Is that dollars or pesos?
Dollars po, Madam.
Oh, so it's 100 million dollars.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung pangalawang utang, 485 million, 180,000 dollars. So, kaya Sec Duque, bakit po tayo umutang ng 129.3 billion pesos? Tama po ba na hindi ka gumalaw, maging pipi at bigi ka na lang? Tayo ang may pinakamahal na testing, which is 8,150 per test.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I can't recall exactly.
Sec, hindi po ba sa lahat ng mga testing na ginagawa, there's a WHO formula that is being utilized?
Yes, if I recall, that is part of the considerations in the formulation of the testing costs.
So, Madam Chair, this...
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I just
Sec.
wanted to interject with your permission that in the initial stage of the pandemic, where there was a scant supply of test kits, the testing cost was clearly very high, but as soon as time went by and supplies and prices started to stabilize, then DOH with PhilHealth started to make the corresponding adjustments. So they started to reformulate the testing fees so that pababa ng pababa as the supplies increased and as the prices stabilized. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, Madam Chair, if I bring back the memory of the Honorable Secretary Duque, nababa po ng nababa ang presyo nung paulit-ulit po namin kinakatok ang inyong opisina during the budget deliberations. Because 8,150 per COVID test is exorbitant. Kaya nga po, Madam Chair, if the Honorable Duque is aware that there is a WHO formula being used in computation, this will point to the fact that the test cost should have actually been between 2,000 to 2,500 pesos. Di po ba? So, nagkaroon po nag-take advantage yung iba kasi binigyan na ng presyo na 8,150. So, Madam Chair, may I request the Secretariat for the next hearing, we invite those responsible for computing such. Kasi kawawa naman yung taong bayan na napag-isip na ganun pala kamahal. Secretary, did you ever ask your counterpart ministers in other countries? Kagaya po ng Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, yung ating pong mga neighbors, because there's a network where secretaries collaborate and discuss. Natanong niyo po ba sila magkano yung kanilang COVID testing cost?
I'm sorry, Madam Chairperson, I don't recall having consulted my contemporaries in the other ministries of health, but I would like to believe that the benefit package or benefit development office of PhilHealth was the responsible office to ensure that the testing fees or costs are sensitive to our people's ability to pay. No? So, yung benefit development
So,
office
Madam Chair, ang sinasabi po, tinuturo po ni Secretary Duque yung benefit office. But is it not prudent for you as Secretary of Health to oversee? So my next question, Secretary Herbosa, dahil kayo po ay nanungkulan rin sa Departamento ng Kalusugan before. If you were the Secretary of Health during the time of the pandemic at nakikita mo hindi sinunod yung WHO formula, tayo ang may pinakamahal na testing, which is 8,150 per test, compared to 2,000 pesos sa neighboring countries. What will you do, Honorable Secretary?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Usually, even our price of other medical devices and tests increase because of additional VAT, the traders' costs. So when we compare our healthcare costs to other countries, there's a slight markup. So I'll just make sure that the comparable markup is not exorbitant. So you'll also
Actually,
compare
Madam
with
Chair,
other
my
countries.
question was, what are you going to do if you were the secretary during that time? At nakita nga, kasi ang sinasabi ni Secretary Duque, ang nag-compute daw ay yung isang opisina sa PhilHealth. But of course, he's the chairman of the board. At alam na alam lahat yung cost nun. Kasi malawakan na naririnig yon. So my question is, tsaka SecTed, ang VAT po ay 12% lang. So we're talking about 2,000 pesos versus 8,150. Siguro naman, hindi naman po yun yung customs duties, taxes, and VAT. So my question is, having been with the Department of Health, and now that you are Secretary, and as Secretary of Health, you oversee, you're the chairman of the Board of PhilHealth, susundin mo lang ba ang sinabi ng isang opisina, oh, nag-compute kami, ganito, meron namang WHO formula.
We agree, Madam Chair, no? We have to look at all cost. Tama din naman yung sinabi ni former Secretary Duque na at the beginning there was scarcity of all these tests, so that the prices
Madam Chair,
even
pasensya na po.
from sources
Sec,
was
if
higher.
with due courtesy, please answer my question directly. Napakasimple po ng tanong ko. Tama po ba na hindi ka gumalaw, maging pipi at bigi ka na lang, na alam mo namang napakamahal ng testing at inaabuso ng PhilHealth and inaabuso yung taong bayan kasi may pandemya? My question is, 8,150 ang binigay, suggested, recommended testing cost. Recommended yan eh. Kasi hindi naman ikaw ang nagde-decide. As head of the agency, will you just accept it? That can be answerable by yes or no.
No, we'll not just accept it. We'll have to study it and compare with both local and international cost. In fact, at that time, ang mababa po, pinakamababa po was the Philippine Red Cross na testing rates.
Yeah, Madam Chair, may I request the Honorable Herbosa to please answer all our questions directly and avoid going around the bush because this is a serious hearing. Moving forward, Madam Chair, ang sinabi ni Secretary Duque kanina is pandemic, mahirap, walang supply. Tama naman po yun. But is it not, Secretary Duque, that the government is the most powerful institution in a country? In fact, any hospital or any clinic will have difficulty surviving if they are not accredited by PhilHealth or the government. So yung sinabi niyong hindi kaya ng gobyerno, kasi yung stock na sa mga pribadong sektor lang, but we were seeing in the news that the authorities were actually raiding the private businessmen for this. So ano po ang comment niyo dito?
I don't exactly I did not understand the context.
Yeah, the context, Madam Chair, is earlier, the Honorable Secretary said, kaya naging mahal yan, hindi na kayo nag-communicate sa ibang ministers of health, hindi nyo na rin kinonsider yung WHO formula kasi talaga namang may shortage at walang stock. Pero kung walang stock, bakit kaya ng private sector magpa-test? Kasi ang issue here is the issue here is the price. The issue here is PhilHealth paying 8,150 pesos per COVID testing at yun ang naging benchmark. Kaya lahat ng private laboratories, including government laboratories, ay tinaga yung mga pasyente. And mind you, nagkaroon pa kayo ng ruling na hindi pwedeng i-release kung hindi maging negative ang test. Where everybody, virologists and immunologists knew that after 10 to 2 weeks, ay pwede nang hindi na infectious ang pasyente. So the point here is, the pandemic became an opportunity para lalong masirap yung tao. So ang tanong ko nga, ang sinasabi mo, walang available, bakit kinaya ng mga pribadong sektor? Ano po ang pananaw nyo?
I will have to have that looked into, and but given my limitations as a private individual now, I would like to ask the DOH, the COVID laboratory expert panel, to look into the matter, because what is clear here is, as I've said earlier, the supplies then at the height of the pandemic or the initial stages of the pandemic was scarce. And so it was really difficult. Everybody was scrambling for supplies, and the whole world suffered from the global supply chain shortage. And so this affected even formulation of testing fees. But the important thing is you would see the downward trajectory of the testing cost as soon as supplies became more available and prices began to stabilize. It's not as if the 8,000
Sige,
became
Madam
a
Chair,
steady cost and plateaued there. Meron naman po
Madam
talagang-
Chair, tanggapin na lang natin ang sagot ni Secretary Duque na dahil naging available ang supplies, bumaba ang cost of testing. But records in Congress will bear it out that there were a lot of push from Congress for DOH to bring down the cost because it was a lot cheaper in the private sector. Let me move forward, Madam Chair, to my next question. In the previous hearing, ang sabi ng Department of Health that the DOH has around 110 to 120 bids and awards committees. Can the Secretariat confirm this based on our records? Okay. So, Sec Duque, napakarami pala ng back ng Department of Health. Kasi kawawa naman yung ating DOH, including ikaw, na nagkaroon tuloy ng problema at kaso simply because there was the transfer of, kano nga ba yung nalipat? How much was transferred to PSDBM? 47 billion. 46, the amount of money transferred to PSDBM. So, with 110 to 120 bids and awards committees, paano po nangyari na nilipat yung 47 billion approximately to PSDBM that pave way for DOH and yourself to end up having cases? Kasi kawawa naman yung ating mga health workers. Ano po ang naging reason nito, Sec?
Madam Chairperson, the information of the DOH having 110 co-backs is far from the truth because the co-back of the DOH only totals about 5 committees on bids and awards. And during that time,
Madam Chair,
Chairperson,
pasensya po, Sec, let's go direct kasi sayang yung oras. You're saying that the Department of Health has only 5 backs total. And Yusek Bravo, in the previous hearing, mentioned around 110 to 120. Secretary Herbosa, ilan po ba ang backs ng DOH?
Minimum po, ay, tama yung 100 kasi yung 5 is in the central office lang
Okay.
po yun.
So what was
ang
given
lahat ng
to
hospital,
us-
meron pong 87 yon,
Okay.
merong isa o dalawang back yon. Ganun din ang regional offices, may isa o dalawang back din po yon.
So in a nutshell, tama po ba ang sinagot ng DOH nung nakarang hearing that the Department of Health has 110 to 120 bids and awards committees?
More or less, nationwide po.
What does Secretary Duque say?
yeah, I was referring to only the central office co-back, Madam Chairperson.
Follow-up
But-
question, Madam Chair. Bakit po ipipilit nyo yung central office back, even with 5 backs? Eh, hindi po ba ang Department of Health, when you bid, kasama po yan lahat, including yung hospital backs, regional backs, attached agency backs?
Your Honor, Madam Chairperson, at that time, we were really scrambling for supplies. It would be too simplistic to assume that at the initial stages of the pandemic, there were sufficient local suppliers to provide the much needed COVID supplies and in particular the personal protective equipment. So wala dahil at that time nag-lockdown tayo.
So, Madam
Tapos,
Chair, ang sinasabi ni Secretary Duque, pag DOH ang nagpabid, walang stock. Pag PSDBM ang nagpabid, merong stock. Ganun po ba ang aming pagkaintindi? Because you're telling us that there was scarcity of suppliers, so you have to transfer the funds to PSDBM. Pareho naman kayong ahensya ng Pilipinas. What makes PSDBM special that you have to course all the biddings through that agency rather than Department of Health, who was the technical expertise?
Our COVAX remained functional. And in fact, they did.
So why transfer, Secretary, 47 billion to PSDBM and put the career of DOH people on the firing range?
The answer to that, Madam Chairperson, is that the transfer was precisely effected and approved by the IATF, NTF, and endorsed to the President to
So,
transfer
Madam Chair, may I
to
move that the
PSDBM.
Secretary provide us with the documents and the minutes of the meeting showing the directive of the IATF to transfer the money from DOH to PSDBM?
I will review the records, Madam Chairperson, and I will.
Teka, Madam Chair.
There's a motion. Do I hear a second? All right. Hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Okay. So, Madam Chair, we will go back to that issue in the subsequent hearings. My last question to Secretary Duque. Sec, pasensya na Sec ha, kasi nalito kami nung previous hearing, supposedly hindi naman ito yung topic. Pero nagulat po kasi kami nung nasabing, can you confirm this? 71 billion ang inutang natin? Is that only for vaccines or is that for the whole COVID response? The total loan.
Ms. Aleli, you have the floor.
Thank you po, Madam Chair, and thank you, Secretary Duque. Yes, the Philippines made 6 loans from 3 from the aid. No, I will explain later. Some of these are just part of the 2 major or parent loans, one from the World Bank and one from the Asian Development Bank. So there is the Philippine COVID-19 Emergency Response Project, or the PSERP, wherein we made a loan of 100 million. We have the PSERP additional financing
Sorry, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Alali, Philippine COVID Emergency Response
project po.
Project.
That's a PSERP po.
Okay.
And then, so the first tranche of that is worth $100 million. The second one, the PSERP additional financing, which is worth 485,180,000 dollars, and then the PSERP 2 additional financing worth $300 million, which was eventually canceled in September 2023.
Madam Chair, sandali lang po ha. Nasanay kasi ako sa pesos.
Sorry po.
Yeah. So, can we translate that to pesos so we avoid confusion? So, the initial first tranche of the loan was 100 million. Is that dollars or pesos?
Dollars po, Madam.
Oh, so it's 100 million dollars.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung pangalawang utang, 485 million 180,000 dollars. Okay.
Yes po.
Tapos yung pangatlo is 300 million dollars.
Which was canceled in September 2023. And then,
Was it canceled completely?
Yes, Madam. Yes, Madam Congressman Garin po.
Okay.
And then we have the HEAL, or the Health System to Enhance and Limit COVID-19 project. So under HEAL 1, we also made a loan of 125 million US dollars. Under HEAL 2, we made a loan of $700 million. And under HEAL 2 additional financing, an additional $500 million.
You call that Hill 3 na? Or,
Yes, opo.
so it's Hill 1, 2, 3. Hill 1, $125 million. Hill 2, $700 million. Hill 3, $500 million.
Opo.
So any other loan?
No, yun lang po, Madam.
So that would be a
Congressman
total of 3, 4, 8, 10.
Garin. In pesos.
Sorry, Madam Chair. Magkano lahat? So lahat ng loans na ito, Madam Chair, na-release.
Opo.
Sorry, let me interject, Honorable Garin. Why is this different from the numbers that you mentioned in the previous
I-
hearing? In the previous hearing, you mentioned 71 billion and 45.3, of which 43 was returned. That was what I remember. So that's 71 plus 2, so 73. But now that you're, well, roughly, I'm computing about 105. Those are very different numbers.
Madam Chair, I would like to defer to the statement my colleague, Director Ella. I was not the one who gave those numbers.
Well, we don't, it's not important kung sino po sa inyo ang nagsalita. Kayo po ay dumating dito bilang isang pamilya. Yun lang po ang importante.
Yes po, Madam
kung ano
Chair.
po ang lumabas po na impormasyon, kahit sino po ang nagsalita, yun po ang kinukuha po namin na
Mr. Chair, Madam Chair.
katotohanan. Yes po,
And
Honorable
that's the
Fernandez.
reason why we have to
Opo.
take their oath. Precisely, I was really confused as well because I was trying to look at my records. In the last hearing, you have mentioned 71 point something billion. And then from GA, it was like 42 billion. And then a while ago, they're mentioning about the $100 million, the $700 million, and the $300 million. And we are so confused on what to believe in. And it is incumbent upon all the resource speakers to tell us the exact amount of the loan that we incurred. And lying in this committee entails responsibility. And that's the reason why a while ago I was trying to move for these resource speakers to take their oath. With that, Madam Chair, I think it is important to do is to take the oath of all these resource speakers. Madam
Yes,
Chair.
we are constrained to do this. So,
In that sense, Madam Chair, I move that we take the oath of these resource speakers.
yes, we hear no objections. Motion's carried. Comsec, kindly administer the oath.
May we request all our resource persons to please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in this committee meeting? Thank you.
Let me just quickly ask this question. Doon po sa 300 million canceled loan, magkano po ang penalties incurred?
Yeah. Okay po. Madam Chair,
Okay, so,
let me just refer
so
to
ngayon,
my-
now that
Okay.
you're now under oath, pwede niyo na pong ulitin ang numero nung anim na ngayon na hindi lang dalawa, 6 na utang, at paki-include po ang penalties at paki-indicate po ang peso amounts. Salamat po.
Madam Chair, for the HEAL 1, the 125 million US dollars is equivalent to 6.3 billion pesos. For the HEAL 2, which is 700 million US dollars, equivalent to 35 billion pesos. For the HEAL 2 additional financing of 500 million US dollars, equivalent to 25 billion pesos. For the PSERP, which is $100 million, that's 5.09 billion pesos. For the PSERP 1, $100 million worth 5.09 billion pesos.
Ms. Aleli, for PSERP,
2, yes po. So PSERT 1, $5.09 billion. The second PSERP is $5.09 billion as well.
so pareho po silang 5.09. Magkaiba po yung...
Madam Chair, $100 million is equivalent to 5.09 billion pesos. Now, yung 485 million,
ay hindi po.
$180, hindi pwede maging
Magkaiba po
pare-
ang
yeah.
PSERP 1 in USD at PSERP 2 in USD. Bakit po sila pareho in peso amounts?
Doc, bakit?
Pakilinaw po,
Opo.
Ms. Aleli.
Yes, ma'am. Pareho $100 million. Bakit pareho to? 5.09, 5.09. Mali. Yes. Madam Chair, our apologies. We are recomputing. We have them in dollars, but yun po, you're correct po. Bakit parehong 100? Apologies, but we will send the final
no,
conversion.
just open your calculator and compute it.
Yeah, Madam Chair, quick interjection. Pardon me for my ignorance. Hindi kasi ako sanay umutang ng dollars, pesos lang eh. So, if you borrow, let's say my rough computation here is around $2.21 billion. When you borrowed, the peso to dollar conversion was around how much? 54, 51.
At that time po, 51.
So 51 pesos. So $1 is to 51 pesos. Ngayon, $1 is to 58 to 59 pesos. Ang ibig po bang sabihin, yung equivalent ng peso na ito ay hindi na ganito because nag-shoot up na siya?
Honorable Congressman Garin, the banks have a system of computing po. They call it the LIBOR or the
So what's the system of computation? Do you base it on the peso-dollar conversion rate during that time or you base it during the current time?
apologies po. I am checking with my colleagues po. These amounts po are being paid by the Bureau of Treasury. So
Yeah,
the
Madam
DOH
Chair, I'm really sorry,
is not
but
the one
the-
computing, but we will check po.
Yeah, please answer the question directly. Napakasimple po ng tanong. Kung umutang tayo ng $2.21 billion in 2021 and 2022 at ang conversion rate ay 51 pesos. At ngayon, magbabayad si Maria Tuan de la Cruz dito. Ito ay magiging times 58 pesos po ba? And in other words, your computation of billions pesos is not accurate anymore.
Congressman Garin, it's the current po, current conversion rate.
In other words, your $100 million will not be 5 billion pesos. Because if you have, if you have $100 million times 58.5, that's 5.85 billion pesos. Di ba?
Unless may nabayaran na kayo previously, so the outstanding is just a portion.
The interest po, every time we have a withdrawal application, napapataw na po yung interest.
Kaya nga, kaya nga, pakisabi na lang po sa amin kung magkano yung value.
Madam Chair?
Yes po.
If I can say, yesterday's guiding rate of dollar was 58.50 yesterday.
Thank you, Honorable Pumaren. Yes, Ms. Alali, kindly proceed. Ang question is magkano yung inutan natin? Ganun lang kasimple. Nandito na tayo sa PSERP 1 and 2. And at the same time, babaguhin niyo ba yung valuation? Because nga may observation na nagtaas ang exchange rate at you confirmed naman na tumataas din. So are you going to change the value of the loan?
Yeah. Madam Chair, can I just confirm this? So you mentioned, Doc Aleli, PSERV $100 million, PSERV $485,180,000, PSERV $300 million, HIL 1 $125 million, HIL 2 $700 million, HIL 3 okay. In total, ang inutang is 2,210,000. No, sorry. 2,210,180,000. Can you confirm that figure? So if you translate that to pesos, considering the 51 peso conversion rate, that's tantamount to 112,719,180,000. But because the conversion rates has increased, nagkaroon na yan ng instead of 112 million, naging 112.7 billion, naging 129.3 billion na siya. Ganun po kalaki ang utang natin. Pero marami pa rin ang namatay, maraming healthcare workers ang hindi nababayaran, maraming ospital ang hindi nare-reimburse at hindi rin natin ma-account kung yung mga binili ba natin ay talagang nagamit.
Madam Chair, interjection lang po.
Yes, Honorable
Maliit lang,
Fernandez.
maiksi lang. We're talking about billion of dollars. Can we have a copy? Baka andyan naman po yung copy ng loan agreement. This is our 6th loans agreement, right?
We actually requested it. Comsec, can you check your list? Is it one of the submissions? We
Thank you.
asked for copies of all loan agreements.
Madam Chair, we have copies of the loan agreements. We can
Already
give them-
submitted, right? Not
No,
yet?
Not yet, not yet po.
Kindly submit to us.
Kaya Madam Chair, pasensya na po, babalik ako kay Sec Pingoy. Kaya Sec Duque, bakit po tayo umutang ng 129.3 billion pesos? Kasi nakita naman natin sa datos na binigay ng DOH last week, nagbalik nga ng pera dahil hindi nagamit. So bakit po? Was this a necessary loan and who decided?
This was a collective decision of the DOF, Department of Finance was the